Evening. You alright? I'm in Lincolnshire. I'm in the Lincolnshire Wolds. I'm actually just on a little recce for a campsite. I've been walking up and around Nettleton Hill. There were a lot of midges about and stuff, so I didn't bother recording up there. I have found a couple of spots where I can wild camp up there if I need to, but I've had this one recommended to me. We're going quite deep into woods here, and there's some kind of building there. So I'm just being quiet. It's not far if I want to walk back and get my pack, so as I said, this is just a recce. I think it might be some kind of scout camp or something, because loads of tents set up out there. Good on them. So I think I'm in the right place. Oh, certainly kind of where I want to be going. I've completed my recce. I found the exact spot that Frederick told me about. So I'm well happy with that. I've got gear all on now. With it, so I'll get me walking stuff on now and get me boots and my bag, and we'll go and get it. Not best start. Got my walking poles out, but he left them at car, and I had to go back for them. Although I did think about not. To be fair, if they'd have been in car, I'd have not gone back for them. But I got them out and I put them at the side of the car, and obviously someone could have just lifted them. So I decided to go back for them. But I have got a load of paracord on it, and I was thinking about should I just pitch the Anaris between two of the trees, which you can do, but I've never done. But I did think about it, but not today, mate. No. I don't know, it's probably about a mile walk from where I've parked. I parked in Nettleton itself because I want car to be around, like, you know, a bit populated. I don't want to be isolated, so I'm nearly back at the pitch now. It's actually quite hard to find. But I've got it. I'll be there in a few minutes, so we're okay. Here we are. Hardest to find clearing woods ever. Excuse me, but we're here now. Let me have a sit down. So because I knew I was camping in woods, I brought a footprint with me tonight. Something I normally don't bring, but it's a footprint by Quintcraft, custom made footprint. It'll fit most 2-man tent, and it's got bungee cords in corners, so you can stretch it to kind of fit what tent you need it. I brought the Anaris with me tonight, so should be alright. Let's get pitched up. Not the perfect pitch of an Anaris, but not bad for a woodland attempt. I'm reasonably happy. So let's get in, and in fact I'm just going to try and straighten this side up a bit actually, because this is pulling a bit much there. I'm going to just straighten that up, increase tension on this side, and that should sort it. There we go. That's a bit better. God, I'm roasting. Oh. Right, let's get a door up and then get a few bits in. Put doors in a bit of an odd place actually. Probably should have pitched it all the way around, but no, it'll end up well. I've remembered to bring my peg this time, and it just sorts the Anaris door so much better. It's like so much more, gives it almost like a curve there. Really keeps it out your face. Just give you a quick look around sleeping stuff. So Nemo tensor wide with the Cloud 20 and the Sea Summit Anaris pillow. Probably overshot on that a bit, if I'm honest with you. Probably didn't need the Cloud 20. And I've just got all my other, plenty of room in Anaris for one man, so to keep everything else in here, the spare clothes and some water. But I'm going to get cooking now. Right, first thing we'll do is get Trangia lit. I had to buy some new bioethanol today because I ran out, forgot to order some. Bleeding £8 a bottle from Go Outdoors now. Robbing beggars. I bought it off internet and I think it was about £2 for however much it was. And then last time I forgot and had to buy some from B&Q, it was £4 a bottle. Now it's bleeding 8. Robbing dogs there. So first thing we want to do is boil some water for tonight. Boil full 500ml. Look at Peg. Right, good. Nice little spot this actually. I don't particularly like woodland camping. It's too many noises and stuff going off constantly, but it's very, very different to hill camping, which we'll have to talk about a bit later on. Right, we're going to steak medallions. We're just going to put some of this seasonal on them. Salt, pepper and paprika. So get a bit of that on them. Ready for pan. We need to do both sides, don't we? There we go. We're having steak, mashed potatoes, peas and gravy tonight. It should be a decent meal. I'm quite looking forward to it anyway. Right, so water's boiled, we're going to get a steak on now. And then we're going to use a little bit of water for the gravy and peas. And then we'll use rest of water. Just before we serve, we'll do mashed potato. It's only this Idaho and packet mash. It's pretty good though, I've had it before, it's pretty decent, so it'll be alright that. Anyway, let's get a steak on. Put the control thing on. We don't need as big a flame for the steak. A little bit of oil in pan. Oil's getting hotter now, ready for the steak to go in. Just giving them a flip. Smelling quite good. Right, I'm just going to transfer the steak into the pot now. Let it rest for a few minutes. Let it rest for a minute or so while I make the gravy and the peas. They're all sitting there quite nicely. Then we're going to get some water in here. Some of that hot water that we had. This might go a bit mental. All that steak juice off of that. Get some peas in there. Just some frozen peas that I brought in a bag. And I've got a beef oxo cube to put in with them. And while they're on the cook, I'm going to sort my mashed potato out, which is quite easy because we just add water to this. Now we stir it up. I reduced the amount of potato to factor in the reduced water. Oh, it's coming out lovely. And we just let that settle for a minute. So we're going to set a steak on the mash. And we're going to pour over peas and gravy. Steak, mash and peas. Marvellous. Now if we get a mix, that gravy will smudge around and sort of job out for us. I know it looks a bit of a mess, but steak, mash, gravy and peas, love it. Oh, wonderful this. Because the gravy is all like really piping out. Really good that I had all mash. It's like, you know, for an instant mash, it's really good. And this is a mega filling meal. This one. Love cooking a bit of real food on Trangia. Bowl's too hot to hold. I'm just gonna have to leave it on the little chopping board. That scout camp thing that I passed earlier, they must be having some right activities going on because there's music coming out of it. I'm hearing like loads of laughing and cheers, and must be having a right good time whatever they're on with. Wonder what time it goes on till. Steady in this wood, you know. Strange. So used to hill camping, you know, where you're contending with wind, and because at wind chill, much like colder temperatures, and just a different beast completely. You know, there's a lot. Bar the wind, it's a lot quieter in hills, whereas like you just hear bits falling off of trees and little animals moving about. Right then, I've had my tea and I've come and gone in bed. Oh, tired. Done a lot of walking today. 23,000 steps on the day, I think. Just a reasonable amount. I had to work this morning as well, so we're up at 2:30 like normal. Well, 1:15. So it's been a long day. So yeah, I'm ready for some sleep. I'm really hot. I'm not even in my sleeping bag. I'm just out on my back and see if I need to get in there a bit later. I can always put some layers on anyway. So right, good night, dudes, and I'll talk to you in the morning, mates. Morning, crew. about 20 to 6 now. So I think bang on official sunrise. I think it was 5:40 official sunrise. So I've been awake about 20 minutes. I'll tell you what, there's some noise in the night. Someone walked past about 1 in the morning. I have no idea what it was, but it wasn't a person. It definitely had 4 legs because of how fast it like went, and it was loud, and it literally didn't care about branches on the floor neither. It must have snapped 1,000 dead branches as it walked through them and over them. And to say I was concerned, at least of were an understatement. There's so much noise that goes on in woods all night. So I'm not had best of sleeps, but I also had a bad sleep. I got off quite well, and then kept getting woke up, but only for short periods of time. So it's not been too bad. Another thing is it's so dark. It's not like being in the hills. There's, once I think it'll probably maybe 10:30. Lit in the tent, literally pitch black. Could not see a thing. When you're hill camping, you've always got this kind of ambient light that your eyes adjust to. So even at middle at night, you can still see a little bit. In this woodland camp, you couldn't pitch black. I'm gonna start getting packed up. I don't know if I'm gonna have my breakfast here. Oh, excuse me. When I get back into the car, I've got some spam to make a spam sarnie with. So I don't know what to do about that. I don't know whether to muck it Trangia again, or because when I'm back at the car, I can just wang it in the car. Like, I don't have to wear it and then just clean it when I get home. You see, so I'm gonna get a little bit tidied up anyway, and then I'm gonna we're gonna have a little walk around the camp and have a look at what's going on out there. See what trails of devastation that beast's left behind. Calm and tranquil. Still a lot of noise though. It's been quite a good camp though, I enjoyed it. Very different from what I'm used to, but we're alright with that. Right, I'm going to finish getting packed up, and we'll get the tent down, have a final word, and we'll be away. So the Anaris has stood up well for the night. It's obviously not been under any wind pressure whatsoever. There wasn't even a gentle breeze. I think that's one of the reasons why it was so quiet. No condensation, obviously. The Anaris is so well ventilated. 2 double mesh, 2 mesh sides, and massive gap round the bottom if you pitch it correctly. So no problem with that. And only one person in all that big space as well. Oh, yes, it's done well. Spilt a bottle of water on it. Well, like half a bottle of water, but that'll dry up. Just my bag and Z-light to get out now. I'm just having a little mulch about. Everything's out at tent. Hung the Z-light and my fleece over there. Got all my other bits over there. Just gonna start bringing the Anaris down now, and that'll be us done. It shouldn't take me, but it won't take me long. Just gonna take the toggles off at doors so they sit back for when I put it up and dry it at home. Want the doors to hang, so that's better. I think that footprint's done a good job as well. There's certainly like a lot of bits of twig and debris from trees, like old leaves that are a bit crinkly and stuff, and there's no doubt that that's helped protect the bottom of the Anaris. So I'm quite happy with that. Left no trace. Well, my little spill of water that I've kind of brushed over. and I've left Fred's spot exactly as I found it, as we always should do. This made for a camp. This bit, excellent spot. So thanks a lot, Fred, for sharing information on the spot. Really appreciated. Certainly I'd never found that. Everything's packed, my backpack's loaded, so we're gonna make us way out now. If I can find my way out. I did yesterday, so we'll be sound. Right, thank you.